My name is Wan Liya. I'm from China, and I born in 1963 in one of the East Coast city named Qingdao. And since 2003, I moved my studio to Beijing. There, I work on the paintings. And I have another studio in Porcelain City in Jingdezhen, which city is with 1,000 years history about porcelain. I think Japanese and Chinese traditional history, traditional culture have some relationship, but still something different, because the traditional history, traditional culture is so strong, very strong, and with many kinds of technique, decoration, materials, all kind of things, we can see the traditional things. And so also many contemporary ceramic artists, somehow based on this traditional culture, and most of the works can find something from the traditional culture, like the decoration on the surface, and the techniques, and also the materials. I mean the difference during the Cultural Revolution. So we have something changed about the culture. And from the exhibition, people will see a Chinese contemporary ceramic art, something more from the traditional culture. And Japanese contemporary, for my feeling, is more modern, not so much traditional symbol with the works, with the ceramic works. That's my feeling about the difference of these two countries' contemporary ceramic art. During the Cultural Revolution, for example, almost every Chinese people do the same thing. Almost all Chinese people as one people. I mean the same. They wear the same clothes, the same color, the same hair, the same makeup, almost the same. So they like go in one direction. That's the difference during the Cultural Revolution. And after the Cultural Revolution, it's changing so fast and totally different. So this is also a special different things from Western country. And even this 30 years, during these 30 years, for me, the feeling almost about 300 years changing about the Western society. That's the most important reason I have my ceramic studio in Jingdezhen, because of such a long history and every kind of materials and the local craftsman with a very good technique. And for example, the craftsman, the technique is really separate into the really details, because, for example, some people carve for the piece on the surface decoration. They only carve. They do same job every day for a long time, generation by generations. Only one technique. So this, because they do the same technique every day, so very good technique, and they don't need to acquire any materials. They just do it with from nature, and I mean alongside the traditional way, and. Some people, even when they paint the flower, some people only draw the line, and the other people, they put the color inside of the line. So that's for this kind of job. Even making line and color is different job. So that's and everything, every step of the making a ceramic is very professional and very easy to find. So for my piece, I made sculpture. I create my own idea and make sculpture at first, and then I invite other people to make mold, to sometimes slip casting, sometimes press mold. So for me, I only do the first step and the last step. The last step is after firing, I paint myself, my own part. So my piece is really combined with the traditional and my own technique together. After I arrived here in the United States, and even before, according to what I know about the American art and the Chinese contemporary art, if I compare, I would say a very important difference is about the traditional history. Yeah. And American artists, when they work, the more the way of thinking, the more wide, more free. And for Chinese artists, because of strong traditional history, culture, so somehow the more involved, influenced by the traditional culture. So that's a very important difference for my feeling between Chinese artist and Western artist. First of all, I think it's interesting to put the Chinese and the Japanese contemporary ceramic art as the same exhibition, in the same exhibition. And I think people will compare something different from there if you mention which piece is from Japanese artist, which piece is from Chinese artist. And I saw you show the way together, mix with the different artists, Japanese and Chinese. They put the piece together. So I think for visual, for people, when people see the work, they can get something feeling, It's difficult to explain with the short time. But from the, I'd say, because the shape, the sculpture, I mean the style of the sculpture, most of them is modern and contemporary. Like my work is the human figure reformed, the shape of the sculpture, and something decoration is from traditional decoration, traditional material, traditional technique, and some symbol from the contemporary, from the society nowadays, like a Google, like a McDonald's, like Nike symbol on the piece. For the Japanese ceramic, I more find some symbol about cartoon cultures. The idea, the feeling, naturally, just from my daily life experience, my feeling about the human civilization, about the society nowadays, about the political things, and most of them from my life experience, daily lives, what kind of things I have to face on every day. Yes, I think we can feel something. If without explain, people still can feel something different. I mean, the style, the way of creating, of thinking, art. I think because of different history, different experience, I think. Also for my generation, Japanese more Western, and the Chinese more China, more Chinese. I mean, both on the way of thinking and the art styles.